don't know how it's gonna go. Wasn't having any problems, so like 5 minutes ago had to switch back to the Univega since the Diamondback is still down with crank problems. Was able to get exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. I was about to say I got this wheel to work after not having it work before, but apparently not. I'm glad I just went to the post office. That's only 1.5 miles in one direction. I guess it must have came loose because I did test it a few times before I left. But it may have wiggled loose since it's you might be able to see it. Since it's a 27-inch wheel, it might not be the best for this fork since it's a quick release and it usually has no problems with, since it's for a 26-inch. But when I use 700 C, but those are all bolts, not quick release. And I'm walking because I had to stop right when I stopped to take my camera out. My cog came loose for whatever reason, so hopefully I tightened it enough. I lucked out and I have my chain whip with me, but I might have to take the rear wheel off at some point. I just did it because it was easier with the chain off. Instead of taking it out, I just kept it on the bike, but it was awkward. So I guess I gotta be nimble on the way home. And I guess I gotta find what's it called? Chain ring that'll fit on that cog. Haven't found one. About to buy one. Or just locate the one if I have it. Hopefully, since I'm only going 1.5 miles, I won't have any problems. But I might. Had to use the 27-inch road bike front wheel because I couldn't get any tubes that I found that were 26-inch to work with the wheel I usually use for this bike. So I just grabbed this wheel because I had an unopened 27-inch tube that I got for this, but I had to use it because I have to get another tube for the back wheel as well as the tire, and I've had it for like a year or longer, pretty much as long as I've had the bike, I had the bike for like a year and a half. So I actually knew where the tube was, so we'll see what happens. I might have to use a wrench and tighten the quick release side of the skewer, since it's not for this bike. It's being weird on the fork, so I might be able to possibly tighten it from the other side, but we'll see. I do have, my sister is giving me 2 26-inch tubes for Christmas, but it's Monday the 20th and I'm not sure what day we're going to her house, So I kind of need something. I was gonna go to Walmart over the weekend, but I decided not to because I figured there would be more last minute holiday shoppers than if I went to Dare tomorrow. Even though the chance is there, but if I went in the morning or the afternoon when most people would presumably be at work, I probably won't have a problem. So we'll see what happens. I still have to give my mom a Christmas present and a birthday present because her birthday is next week. So I had to figure that out. And I'm annoyed with Walmart because now if you want to do a pickup order and it's under 35 bucks and you're not a Walmart Plus member, now there's a fee. Like if you were to get like when you do a shipped Walmart.com order and it's under 35 bucks, you don't get free shipping. Now for pickup orders for non-members, it's $5.99 unless it's 35 bucks, which is pretty annoying because I'm pretty sure every other store I've used, they're free, and that's the reason to do it, because it's more convenient. You only have to wait a few hours depending which store it is and what time you made your order. I guess all the squeaking may have been because of the front wheel, but I'm not sure. I haven't had any yet, but I haven't gone that far, so we'll see. Going a little bit slower since I had two problems back to back, so at least I'm not too far from the house and it's not too cold. I do have my rain jacket on just in case, because it's been all over the place. It's been rainy, it's been cold and rainy, it's been sunny and warm, or it's been super cold and drizzly for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So I figured since I wasn't going that far, might as well dress warm. Looks like the sun is kind of coming out more so. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Alright, I'm gonna walk up this hill just because all I did was kind of take a backwards crank, and that's what made the cog come loose from the pressure. So I figured sometimes I backpedal when I'm riding fixed uphill to get my balance and bearings, so might as well just walk up. Plus I haven't had any water today, even though it's cold. I left in a hurry and didn't drink any of the water I grabbed. because I didn't want to leave the house vacant, but right as I was locking the front door, don't know that guy. As I was locking the front door, my mom pulled up. So, not a worry. Not sure why that dude honked. I guess his hand slipped or something, because no one I know. And then when I looked, he just kind of gave me a weird look, like he wasn't trying to catch my attention. So, had to take 3 sales to the post office since I had problems, and I decided to walk home on Saturday since I was still on my street, just closer to going to downtown. And I figured walking home would be quicker than walking to the post office, because one was closed and the other one closed at 3 since it was Saturday, and I didn't want to have to walk all the way back as well, especially since the right crank kept falling off. If that wouldn't have happened, I might have kept walking or took the bus, because there's a bus stop right outside that post office, luckily. So I could have done that if I felt the urgency. But since I had gone to pick up a TV a few hours before, I was kind of not feeling like walking because it was so cold and it was awkward, because that's when I first started having problems. I actually should have turned around and walked back home then, but since I said I was on my way and someone else was interested in the TV, I wanted to grab it, but I lost the part. Very strange. After not putting the bolts in and riding for 2 to 3 weeks with just the cranks with the spacers, without the bolts or the outside plastic pieces, covers, it's fine. But then I tamper with it, or I go on that ride and it's fine enough, and I ride there, had a few problems on the way and the way back, but it was manageable. Then I come home to go to the post office and I tinker with the messed up crank, or the loose crank, and I somehow between my house and where I turned around, I lost the spacer that had stayed in place without the bolt, so I thought that was weird. You'd think it would have fallen out without the bolt being there, but I did something right before I left. Maybe if I would have left it alone, but I was trying to make sure it was good, but something was missing besides the spacer, because that helped more than I realized, because I think I had it in the wrong way. I hadn't remembered how it was when I originally took out the bolts, because it was 2 to 3 weeks ago, so I was just kind of fumbling around. So I guess it wiggled out while I was going to the post office, and I couldn't find it anywhere, unfortunately. So I'm gonna look later at the left crank and see what all that side has, because nothing was wrong with that one. So we'll see. I got this bike working for now, so that's all that really matters. As long as I have one, I like to have multiple, since bikes ride different, you know. I like the feel, like the size, all those factors, and the different gear ratio. So I like to at least have two, if not three. Two at least, just in case something happens. That's another reason, but as long as I have one, that is fine. That's really all that matters. Alright, like, share, subscribe. Happy holidays. You're beautiful. Toodles.